Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2000 BC. The album, Dad, or as Jacqueline Hill called me, Uncle AF. I went to a party last Saturday night. That's tonight. I didn't get laid. I got in a fight. Bum bum. It ain't no big thing. Okay, let's get right. I've been on the road all day today. Let me just tell you, okay? Let me tell you what happened to me about 2 weeks down the road. So about 2 weeks ago, I fell down the rabbit hole of the prison community. Did y'all know that there was a prison community up on YouTube? Oh my God. Now, I knew that there was a slot community. I'm part of the Candle Review Company community. There's all kinds of communities out there, okay? But the mommy bloggers out there, cat community, people dressing up like cats, people purring like cats. There's all kinds of cat communities out there, okay? Subspecies of cat communities, all kinds of communities out there, but I did not know for the life of me that there was a prison community. Now, I had seen this one guy, and he does, I think he's called like After Prison or something. I had seen some of his shows, and there's another guy I had seen some of his. But I didn't know that there was any women in the prison community, okay? So on my vlog, I was talking about my addiction and my recovery story because I've been sober for 24 years. And all these people were like, oh my God, you have to go check out these two people. You have to go check out these two people. And one of them was Jessica Kent. And Jessica Kent is an up and growing, let me just tell you about the prison community, okay? These people are literally getting like tens upon thousands of new subscribers literally every week. It is unbelievable, okay? And their videos are so authentic and amazing, and I absolutely love them. So today, Jessica Kent and Christina Randall, they are my they're my girls, okay? So today, I went up and I interviewed the princess of the prison community, Jessica Kent herself. We met halfway, we got a hotel room, we told the girl at the front desk, we're filming a video, we're only gonna need the room for a couple hours. And we filmed the video. So I'll link her information below. Go check out Jessica Kent, she is fantastic. I love you, Jess. Thank you for spending the day with me. I had such a blast, even in the rainstorm, it was so much fun. But on the way home, the 2.5 hours, I could not keep up with the drama. The drama, oh my God. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shabba-dang-dang, ding-dong. Ding, ding. How's the drama? How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? I'm watching this Social Blade, Jane. Social Blade. You don't know it? Social Blade. No, it's not a new series on Netflix. No. No, gal, it's not. No. You sound like you had a few gimlets tonight, Jane. No, I'm just sitting here drinking some water, waiting for Don to come home so we can watch Fences. No, no, it's not a series on the Hulu. No, or on the Amazon Prime, no. It's Social Blade, Jane. It's you can watch YouTubers, and you can, well, today, if you want, you can watch James Charles' channel. It's just tanking. It's the saddest thing in the entire, they're saying that James Charles is kind of like the Titanic, and Tati Westbrook. Yeah, oh, I love her too, I take those halo pills, I got that Crystal Gale hair now, and I fold it over in my lap, it's so long, because I just those Toddy pills, they just work so great. Well, anyway, yeah, they say that Toddy, she's the iceberg, and James Charles is the Titanic, just going down, it's so sad. Well, I don't really understand it all, but it just seems like the whole world's unfollowing him, Jane, the whole world, Well, all right, Jane, I'll see you next week at the Women's League, bye. So anyway. Oh my God, you guys, this is too much. It is really too much. And, you know, it was interesting because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, she was like, oh, I see that you've been making a lot of videos. She don't get any of this, okay? She don't care. She don't watch any of this. So anyway, I was trying to explain to her, like, what was going on, and I was like, you know, it's kind of unbelievable, right? I mean, and that's the thing. And, you know, in the past, like, you know the channels that put up the social blades that just show them, like, running down or running up? And there's a lot of channels right now that have, like, Tati's going up because she just passed 7 million and James Charles going down. And, you know, I'm not real big on those channels. No offense, if that's your gig, hey, do it all day long, right? In the past. But I have to tell you guys, like, in all honesty, and I said going into 2019, it was 100% real over here, my opinions and everything. I cannot stop watching this train wreck that is occurring on James Charles' channel. And it's also happening on Instagram and Twitter too, because I was following his Instagram and literally, you guys, the number keeps on going down because I've been watching it to see who unfollows James Charles on Instagram, which is what we're talking about today. Because, like, do you guys remember the television show Unfollowing? Oh my God, I love that show so much. That was so spooky strange, wasn't it? Oh my God, I love that show so much. That's why I put the Edgar Allan Poe picture in there. If y'all are confused, listen, it's because that was kind of like the mask that they wore, so that's why the thumbnail was called The Following. Or maybe I didn't even use that thumbnail because I got so tired when I got done with this video that I didn't want to be creative. But anyway, that's why it's called The Unfollowing. Get it? Okay. So it's just real sad what's going on. Or is it? I mean, first of all this stuff happens to James Charles. I have put my opinion out there. I mean, left, right, of central, all across, okay, YouTube at this point. So I don't feel like I need to make 5 more videos about it, but you know I probably will, okay? So anyway, I mean, you know, we've all got an opinion about what's going on. I mean, there are so many James Charles videos out right now. I think there are more James Charles opinion videos that have come out in the last 24 hours than James Charles has ever uploaded on his channel to begin with. And we know he sure as hell ain't never did no review of that Halo Toddy pill up on his channel. That's one video you are not going to find on James Charles' channel, okay? So anyway, but you know, I was watching this and I was trying to explain it to a friend of mine what was happening, and you know, she said like, oh, like what, he's lost millions of subscribers? And I said, yeah. And I said, you know, there's a lot of people that are kind of hoping this will happen. I said, indirectly, I think it's really, really sad, you know, that greed takes over, and that, you know, like, and I said this in my video the other day, that like, listen, let's just be for real for a second, okay? We all watch these people. We all watch Jeffree Star's Pink Vault Closet Tour because that's intriguing to us, okay? Some of us out there, we would die to have a pink, you know, closet and have 15,000 Birkins and all these. We all would, okay? There's something very intriguing about that to us. There's something that's, you know, I don't know, exciting about a luxury bag or something new. But those aren't the things in life I have learned, okay, that give us true happiness. You know, it is those small moments that you share with your friends. It is, you know, those phone calls with your family members. You know, my mom will have been gone 11 years this week, and what I wouldn't give just for 5 minutes and with a phone call with her, you know, about anything. I mean, speaking of the Met Gala, I mean, my mother loved fashion. To be able to call her and just talk to her about the Met Gala thing, you know, let alone go to the Met Gala, you know, but having phone calls with people that mean something to me, being able to text people that I love, you know, watching my dogs run around the yard, like I said the other day, or getting a fountain pop with my best friend, you know, reading a good book, getting a new candle, having a great cup of coffee, all these little things in life that are very, very inexpensive, but are literally priceless, right? So yes, those things are nice, and we would all want them, but to be consumed with them, to be consumed with having to have the Tesla, the top of the end Tesla, and to have more and more and more, because let's just be for real, James Charles had quite enough. He just really did. He had a lot, you know? He had more than anybody out there. He was going to billionaire status, honestly. Let's just be for real. At some point he was, in the next 10 years probably. And I don't think he probably is now. So greed took that over. And now his YouTube channel is tanking, his Instagram is tanking, and all this kind of stuff. And I was telling my friend, I said, I kind of like, I don't usually get into like watching people's social blades go down, but literally, you guys, like, I mean, I could pull it up right now, and it's like, it's unbelievable. I mean, it just, to this moment, like I was watching it 5 minutes before I came on here, and it just is just going and going and going. It just is nonstop. The numbers, it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. I'm sure a lot of you out there are watching the same thing, and it's literally like watching, you know, like a car crash in action. Like, you can't stop watching it because we have never witnessed something like this before. And I really hate to use this analogy, but I'm going to. When I was like, I don't know the year that it happened, but if you're my age, you'll understand what I'm talking about. When the O.J. Simpson thing happened, and they had O.J. Simpson and they were chasing him around on the interstate, and we were all watching it on TV. I mean, I remember that day. I remember sitting with my friends on our couch, and we were just like this. Like, is this really happening? Like, this is surreal, right? And, you know, and I'm not comparing the two instances whatsoever because they are apples to oranges. They're completely different. But that feeling of like, is this really happening? Like, is somebody that was as large as James Charles, his effect on the world, really, I mean, is he going down? And the thing is, it's twofold, because people are starting to see James Charles' true colors, but then there's a lot of people that are really, really in the game and wishing for his downfall as well. Because I've seen so much of that on, you know, Twitter and, you know, Instagram and places, and people are just like, you know, take him down, take him down, take him down. I think both of those together are going to be just astronomical. I was talking to a friend of mine and I said, you know, when do you think that this is gonna plateau out? I mean, it's right now 9:16, so I can tell, you can look it up yourself later on. I'm gonna see where he's at while I'm talking about it. But I said to a friend of mine, I said, at what point do you think that he is going to plateau out? You know, that he's gonna stop losing subscribers? And my friend said 13 million. Okay, well, when all this started, he was at 16 million. I'm not sure, I'm convinced that he is going to bottom out at 13 million. I mean, this may go on for weeks. I mean, right now he is at 14,839,000, okay? And it's just going down, 1,838,000, 1,837,000. It just keeps on going down and going down. But what's interesting is to see the people that have supported him, not the sisters, okay? Because one of the things I would really be interested in hearing, and if you were one of these people, put it in the comment section below, is it that you're just over him, or are any of you really truly disappointed in him? Because I have to honestly say, I'm disappointed, you know, especially in how he handled this whole situation with Tati, and I talked about that this morning. To add insult to injury, you know, if you didn't watch my previous video, that's where I talked about it, you know, to add insult to injury, to act in this, you know, Snapchat story like she was something he had to deal with, you know? How difficult your life must be, James, that you're trotting off to Australia to open a store, okay? And then you have to deal with your good Judy Tati. That's sad, you know? My friends and I, in my life, in my personal life, I mean, I'm just kind of like baffled by it, right? Like my best friend, she calls, I'm there for her. I call, she's there for me. I'm so confused by all of this, and it's so sad. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang-dang. We need a humor break. Ding! Yes, can I speak to Jordan, Tana Mojo's manager, please? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is business. This is Peter Monn. Peter Monn. No, not from Family Guy. Mm-hmm. No, I know I sound like him when I look like him. No, not from Family Guy. Tana, please. Okay, well, could you relay a message for me? Jordan, yeah, thank you. Could you ask Tana what her stance is on this? Because we haven't seen much about that. Well, I know she's posting a lot, yeah. But, oh, she's a little busy right now. Okay. Oh, she's not aware of the drama. Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Jordan. Goodbye. So anyway, I don't know what's interesting. What's interesting more? My English teacher in 6th grade would be so happy about that one. I don't know what's more interesting. Okay, who is unfollowing James Charles? Or who is still following him and hasn't said anything about this? Like, boo, what? Like, nothing? You don't have anything to say about this, Tana. Okay, nothing? Nothing. So then, to some degree, what you're saying is like, okay, like, I'm okay with this, or like, hey, I don't think it's a problem, or I'm good, or I don't know, like, I'm hanging out with Jake Paul. He's got some drama coming his way. Just saying, glamour shots. Okay. So anyway, I went in here because when this all started happening, all these people, the first person that unfollowed James Charles was Tati. The second person with quickness was Jeffree Star. And since then, Jeffree Star has tweeted out, I'm like, I just like the social blade came back up and I was just like, this is unreal. Jeffree Star has tweeted out quite a few things. Here I will show you. He tweeted out this picture right here, with the tweet, unbothered. And then he tweeted out, while the beauty community, I don't know what order these are in, but they're somewhere in order. While the beauty community is burning to the ground, I'll be in my pink vault trying on new shoes. Okay, so what's interesting about that is, so we now consider the entire beauty community James Charles? No. There's a lot of people in the beauty community. I think it's interesting that Jaclyn Hill hasn't said anything about this. I think it's interesting that Manny and Laura, they're probably like, so they're like, no, don't bring me into this. Laura's like, please, can we get my meme off the internet now? We got a new meme. His name is James Charles. He's the meme queen. Stop coming for me with that horrible picture, you know? They're probably over there like, God, thank God we... So anyway, all these people, and then Jeffree Star also put out, oops, My bad. Congratulations on hitting 7 million subscribers. 100% love you, babe. And that's because yesterday he congratulated her on 6 million subscribers, and people are saying that that was kind of indirect shade towards James Charles. I don't know. What do you think? I will tell you what is very, very interesting to me is that there's a lot of different accounts out there, a lot of people talking about who's unfollowing who and all this kind of stuff. So I went in and I did a little looking for myself on Twitter because people are saying things like, Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner have unfollowed James Charles. Well, when I looked it up, it looked like they had been unfollowing James Charles for quite some time. People said that Manny and Laura just recently unfollowed them. Well, when I looked on Instagram, it looked like Manny and Laura had been, help! Too much drama! Don't F with me! This ain't my first time at the rodeo. I just scared 1,000 cats. Okay, but it looks to me like Manny and Laura haven't been following for James Charles for a while. I don't know, okay? I do know that Jeffree Star is no longer following James Charles on Instagram. I do know that Tati Westbrook is no longer following James Charles on Instagram. But as far as Twitter, let's talk about it. So, the Dolan twins, okay? They are no longer following James Charles on Instagram or Twitter as of today. Now, this is very, very interesting because I use this little app here. It tells you what day they unfollowed it and all that kind of stuff, what day it changed. Ethan and Grayson Dolan were very close with James Charles. And a lot of people are speculating that maybe they had a falling out a while ago and now this is just happening. Who knows? But who else is in that little circle there? Listen, I did a 50-minute interview on my channel with Jessica, and we did a 45-minute video on her channel. I've been doing a lot of talking today. Who else? Emma Chamberlain. She's not following James on Twitter or Instagram either. So that is very, very interesting because those are people that they were very, very close with. Who else was the other one? So like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and those people, it looks like they unfollowed him a while ago. Manny and Laura on Twitter, it looks like they unfollowed him a while ago. Jaclyn Hill, she's still following him. Patrick Starr, he's still following James. Who else? There's a lot of people. Shane Dawson, everybody's like, Shane Dawson unfollowed him. No, Shane Dawson didn't unfollow him. Rylan Adams didn't unfollow him. None of them did. Antonio Garza, now this one is interesting to me, okay? Antonio Garza unfollowed James Charles on Twitter and on Instagram. Now, I thought they were pretty good Judies. That really surprises me. So it makes you wonder, are people unfollowing him because they just can't co-sign the BS anymore? Are they unfollowing him because they know some things behind the scenes that they're going to come out and say, or maybe they just don't want to be associated with it? Is this a business issue? Is this a brand issue? Like, what is it for them? Are they having managers tell them you need to unfollow them? It's going to be really, really interesting, the stories that come out, you know? I said this before and I'll say it again, and if I say it in every single video until somebody else out there listens to me, if you have a following like James Charles out there, get a PR team. I don't care if you are, I don't care if you're Sister Christian, okay? And I ain't referring to the song. I don't care how pure your blood is. I don't care if you are doing everything right in the entire world. Have a PR team. You don't know what's going to come up and happen. And if you have a PR team on that level and you've got makeup out and brand apparel and you're opening stores in Australia, I'm never going to be able to probably make it to Australia in my life. And that's on my bucket list, you know? And you have all this, have a PR team that is telling you how to handle this stuff. Like, seriously. And until then, zip it. Because you're just hurting yourself more. And this isn't just about James Charles. Because I'm telling you right now, okay? I should have stopped and got that Diet Coke I wanted on the way home is what, okay? But that's what's up all day right now. Okay, so anyway, or Coke Zero, I'm real into that too, because I can have one of them a day on my diet that I'm doing. I'm doing the Optavia diet, or Optavia, or Optavia, who knows, whatever, but it's working. I've lost 17 pounds. So anyway, what was I going to say? History is going to repeat itself, okay? Long before Laura and Nikita and Gabriel, now everybody forgets about all that. Laura and Manny, they just remember the Laura and Manny. Before that, we've had scandals before, okay? Then Laura and Manny, that was huge. Now James Charles, and this is even bigger. If y'all don't think it can't happen out there to the people that you love, if you don't think that this can happen to everybody out there, the big YouTubers, okay? I'm talking about the people that we all love. We don't need to name anybody, okay? Let's just keep those thoughts to ourselves, boys and girls, okay? In drama class. But If you don't think it can happen to them, it can happen to them too. Because James Charles is an example that this can happen to anybody. And you know, it's really going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. If he's just going to walk away from his channel, which I don't believe, okay? But I can't imagine that many brands and like, people are wondering what's going to happen with Morphe. What is going to happen with Morphe, you know? It's going to be interesting to going forward to see who does support him and who doesn't, who unfollows him. And I think I think by Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be mass unfollowing. And I'm not talking about subscriber count. Yes, I am talking about that, but I'm talking about people that have supported James, the people that have gotten him to where he is. And I think it's a real valuable lesson too, you know, like when you're on your way up to fame, you got to remember like, what'd you pass while you're on your way up, because you're going to see those same people coming down, you know? And that's a lesson of humility. I've been taught humility many times in my life, and it's not a fun lesson to learn. But on the other side, you know, you learn some great things about yourself. You learn what priorities are. But being taught humility in a painful way is not fun. It doesn't feel good. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. But you know what? On the other side of that, maybe you come out as a better person. I hope that I am sometimes. I try to be the best person I can be on a daily basis. And I think every once in a while, we all need to be served some humility. So anyway, you know, like, but that's just how I live my life today. Yeah, but it's not fun. It's not. And I don't wish this on anybody. I really don't. I really hope James takes some time off, and I really hope that he reflects on what's going on, because I can tell you right now, when I watched that Snapchat today, I did not get the impression whatsoever that he is taking any time to think about this to himself at all. That he just feels like this is some big burden that he has to deal with, and he don't want to do it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You know you're going to see me tomorrow, because we'll be talking more about this, and I got another drama that is popping off that has James Charles' name not anywhere to be found in it, and that video will be up tomorrow. I love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.